Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is a GWE100. It's the Tier 10 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Cliff and it's under the command of Jamie 2006. Okay, game started, but he's not moving. Oh, now he is. Well, that's a rather garish colour scheme there. And it looks like he's headed off for the bushes on the cap area. Let's hope he doesn't knock down any trees in the process. Well, he's being very careful not to. Oh dear. Well, might as well announce your presence by putting up signs and saying, I'm here! Yep, not a smart move to knock down a tree, because that's what Arty looks for. They look for a tree that's fallen and they reckon that somebody has to be sitting behind it. And that's why I normally lob a shell in that direction when that happens. Okay, well, GWE100 didn't get built, but it's got a 21cm gun. As you can see here, 1100 alpha, penetration of 53mm of armor, burst radius of 12 meters, which is fairly good, but not the biggest. Okay, he's going to go for those two, Super Conk and a Cramvan together. Oh, he should have fired the moment those two tanks came together. He did get a direct hit on the Super Conk. 445. If he'd actually fired when the Cramvan and the Super Conk were together, he would have got 445 off the Super Conk and probably another 300 or 200 off the Cramvan as well with Splash. You've got to remember that burst radius. It's very, very important because you can multiply the amount of damage you do if you aim for the right tank at the right time. He's staying with the Super Conk, and I'm sure that skill for LTU will announce a hit any second. Yep. Reload time 31.56 seconds. It's not really long when you consider this is a 21cm gun. It's actually quite short. It's one of the quicker reloads actually. I presume he's actually got a rammer, but what I can see is he is using premium consumables, and that makes a huge difference, not only in load time but also in aim time. Rounds out in the conk, and that's a kill. Okay, now he needs to select another target. I would suggest actually going for the 268. It looks like one of the other Artys on our team, or the other Arty, because there is only two. And the other one is a batch at 155.58. It looks like he's targeting the Object 2684 and the Object 277. And they were getting fairly close together, and so was that Cramvan. If he can catch them when they're both together, I think he will get extra XP by hitting two tanks with one shot. He's fired a round in, and oh, direct hit. In fact, I think he fired that one through that arch. Right through that cap. Shell went right true to the target, and 473 hit points on the object. Okay, Death Star's been spotted. He just took a big hit anyway, and he just let one loose on one of our guys. Okay, if he comes up to the center line, then it's playtime, because yes, we can do a lot of damage to him. He's headed round that side of that rock, rounds out, direct hit 520. I suspect the enemy Arty is actually rather too busy to actually fire at Jamie 2006 at the moment. I think they've got more than enough targets to shoot at. Coming around the other side of the cliff. Oh, there's a whole bunch of enemy tanks. This is when premium rounds really become useful. Going for the Super Conk as before. On the other map, on the other one. Direct hit for 357, makes him a one shot, and of course he is stunned. This is when this particular position becomes a bit of a liability. Mainly because you need to be as far away from the enemy as possible to avoid getting found and killed. But there is two tank destroyers up on top of the hill, or that lookout post at A5. So they should be able to let us know when the enemy is getting close. And now that Object 142 is about to be removed from the game. Yes, I thought so. And I haven't seen this replay. I predicted that would happen. Yep, blind kill. the Super Conk goes down to the batch at 155.58. We're now looking for the Cranvarn, and the Death Star moved up to that position because the Bobject is not seen there anymore. Is the Bobject dead? Yes, the Bobject is already dead. So there, only one tank up on the enemy at the moment. I suspect that they'll probably have Tank Destroyer up in their nest at K5, so it might be a good idea for him to lob a shell in there. The Death Star's been seen again. Again, he's going to try and fire through the gap, or is he? No, he's waiting for it to come through, and, well, the 277 got him with the 13cm gun. Cranvarn, unfortunately, he's hiding behind the rocks. Okay, in the Western Pass, we've got a Super Conk hiding behind that rock. Thinks he's nice and safe. He's not. And he's about to get taught why. Yes, back in the garage. Now the Cranvarn's made it up onto the heights overlooking the Western Pass. But I'm not sure he's going to stay there for very long because we've got a Super Conk in the centre firing at him. And there's a gorilla nearby. Well, that's Centurion Action 10. Yeah, that was unfortunate. He managed to sneak in there and got the kill. It's going to have to be the Gorilla 15 who takes out that Centurion then. He'll appear any second. Well, he fired a big round in from his 15cm gun, but now he's about to be bullied. Oh, now that was a turn up for the books. He got killed by the Striv 103B from the TD's lookout. And now the enemy is 2 tanks down, and that's going to start telling very shortly. We still controlled the northern gate of the Western Pass, so this Cranvarn is out of position. He's not going to get any support from his teammates, and it's only going to be a matter of time before the 277 and the Gorilla finish him off. The Striv's coming down because he senses blood in the water, and it's the Cranvarn's blood, and there he goes. Gorilla 15 got him. Now it's the 3 tank advantage. They've got 2 Artys, 2 tank destroyers. We know the Jaeger, there he is, and he's hiding just around that corner, but you can put a shell in there to splash him, and there's the Striv 103B. Well, again, he's not going to be very good hiding behind a rock. The best thing for him is to actually come around the corner of the rock or try and use a bush, but, well, it looks like the batch at 155.58 is firing in that direction already, and I suspect Jamie is going to want to try and get a splash on that Jaegeru, but instead is elected to go for the Striv. He might want to start counter battery now because the enemy is in sight. Going for the Striv. Rounds out. Direct hit. Oh, he's got a fire. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, he's burning. That's a barbecue. Oh, it's a full barbecue. He's left him on only 33 hit points. Oh, put another Barbie on the barbecue. Put another prawn on the Barbie. That one really lit up. Well, there's only 1 Arty left in the Striv. Rounds out and splash kill. Yes. So that's 4 kills now for Jamie 2006. And the last enemy is a Conqueror gun carriage who's making a dash, but our Striv wants the kill. And he's gone right to the cliff edge. Is he going to cliff dive down to try and kill the Conqueror? Be careful. You don't want to get stuck. We're trying to get a solution. I don't think that's possible. And the 277... No, it's the Striv actually finishes him off. So, a pretty good game there. He's joggling about at the end and jiggling about at the end, and I suspect that was because the vehicle was in motion, or he was frustratingly trying to get a solution on the enemy so he could fire one last round in. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a first class tanker for Jamie 2006 of FILO in the GWE100. In fact, this is the first time he's had a first class mastery on this vehicle. It's very difficult to get an ace because the standard is very high. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13. And he got a Gore's medal for getting more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And his win rate for the game was 5.673, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, surprisingly, he actually got the highest damage in the game, but again, no high caliber. Yes, we've seen this quite a lot recently, that people have been getting a lot of damage. In fact, getting the highest damage in the game, and even though it's much more than 20% of the enemy hit pool, they are still getting penalised and not getting the high caliber. So 4,502 for Jamie 2006, 4,155 for the Gorilla 15, who also managed to pick up a Confederate, and 4,150. So only five hit points damage between the Gorilla 15 and the Kramvan. And the next highest score after that was the Striv 103B on our team with 4041. So a lot of damage done by these guys. They really were piling it on the enemy. When we look at kills, we can see that there are 3 players who managed to get 4 kills. 3. Jamie 2006 got 4, the Striv 103B got 4, and the Object 277 got 4. The next high scorers were the Kramvan and the Object 140 on the enemy team. They got 2 kills, and nobody else got more than 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it was the Super Conk who did the best with 962, 918 to the Object 277, 895 to the Striv 103B, and Jamie, well, he actually came in with 875, which puts him in 5th place. He fired 10 rounds, got 9 direct hits, and no penetrations at all, 10 splash, damage of 4,502 hit points, all of it which was at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 452 hit points of stun assist off 6 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 61,398 credits, and after resupply of ammunition and consumables, took away 20,598 credits. He received 7 bonds for the awards and 9 for the battle because it was at tier 10, 16 in total. 1,312 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,625 experience points altogether. And, well, Jamie 2006 was watching D-Tronics stream, and D-Tronics is a What Arty Noobs member, and he asked if he could submit this replay so he could put it on our channel. And yes, we're happy to oblige. I just happened to have finished doing a whole batch of replays for Sly Meerkat, so I thought I'd squeeze this one in at the end, because obviously Jamie has finally managed to get the highest damage, and yes, he was quite pleased about that, and he should be pleased. Although I think he's probably still going to find it very difficult to waste this thing because it is a monster. It does happen to do a lot of damage for that 21cm gun. So the standard is very high. You are going to need to get some serious damage on the enemy in order to get that ace tanker. But I'm sure you'll do it eventually, possibly on a grand battle. That's the easiest way to ace one of these because there are just so many targets around and so little time to kill them all in. So yeah, have fun, and I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.